You should remind me. So Uday was asking me here. So which question he was? So how it comes? 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to 1 minus n. Can anybody tell? ये कैसा आया? 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to 1 minus n कैसे बना? चैट बॉक्स में लिख के बता सकते या नहीं? तो आप ट्राई करो इसको, कल के लिए रखता हूं मैं, अगले क्लास के लिए। ये कैसा आया? इतना मुश्किल नहीं है। आप रिलेशन बिटवीन दोनों में जाइए। रिलेशन बिटवीन जाने के लिए देखो, एक मिनट, इसको क्लियर ही कर देंगे इसको, बिकॉज यू शुड नॉट हैव एनी डाउट्स। सर स्टैंडर्ड रिलेशन है। स्नेहा पाटिल सेइंग सर की स्टैंडर्ड रिलेशन, इज इट? ओके, लेट मी सी योर फर्स्ट सेकंड, फर्स्ट में है, सेकंड में, सेकंड पीपीटी में। Snehal Patil is saying, sir, it is standard one. We'll see here. So the see here, n is equal to e upon 1 plus e. E is equal to n upon 1 minus n. But what I want here is fourth में है ना, वहाँ 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to 1 minus n कैसा है? 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to वो कैसा आएगा? That you have to decide from here. It is not standard. We cannot say that it is standard, but you have to make it standard. It is ऐसा standard क्या है पता है आपको? Just to check it. Just to check it. N is equal to n is equal to e upon 1 plus e, or e is equal to n upon 1 minus n. 1 upon n. Okay, got it? So from this, you have to get this one. Sorry, 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to 1 minus n. 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to 1 minus n. It is not that much, I mean, standard also. Here all the things I have given. Please try it in the home. Please try it in the home. It is not that much. See, I will tell you. 1 minus n is equal to n upon e. This is clear? यहाँ पर देखिए, इस डेरिवेशन देखिए, 1 upon e is equal to 1 minus n by n. प्लीज सभी लोग देखो इधर। अब मैं क्या करता हूं, n को इस तरफ लाता हूं, n by e is equal to 1 minus n. n की जगह ये सब्स्टिट्यूट करता हूं, e upon 1 plus e. e get cancels, so 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to 1 minus n. ये मैं लिखकर आपको अगले स्लाइड में बताऊंगा, बट यहां पर एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं. Here I am explaining. Please try to find it. Try to understand it. 1 upon e is equal to 1 minus n by n. 1 upon e is equal to 1 minus n by n. So what is important here is, n की जगह e upon 1 plus e चाहिए. n की जगह 1 e upon 1 plus e चाहिए. So you will get e is equal to n upon 1 minus n. equal to n upon 1 minus n. Isn't it? So this is the way. If you have any doubts, you can ask now. Or this one, Uday, I will do it and show you in the next page. तो इतना मुश्किल नहीं है, यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. ये देखिए n इज इक्वल टू इतना आया, 1 बाई ई इज इक्वल टू यहाँ पर इससे आता 1 बाई n माइनस 1, यहाँ से आता 1 बाई इज इक्वल टू 1 बाई n माइनस 1. तो यहाँ पर अब n की जगह ये वैल्यू रख दो, तो अपने आप e गेट कैंसिल्स and you will get 1 upon 1 plus e is equal to 1 minus n, 1 minus n. So this much I will show in the next class also. If you didn't follow it now, clear? The things are clear now. Gamma dash is equal to gamma d 1 minus n into gamma w. Okay. Even if you practice kara, Snail is saying it is standard, but it is not standard beta, but we can bring it. Standard तो आपको ये है n upon n is equal to e upon 1 plus e और e is equal to n upon 1 minus n. लेकिन आप उन दोनों को एडजस्ट करके इस डेरिवेशन को ला सकते हैं. So you remember this, gamma dash is equal to gamma d into 1 minus n into gamma w. So this is also we did now. Now we will go for last derivation, that is relation between gamma d, g, omega and s. Relation between gamma d, g, omega and s. Relation between gamma d, g, omega. Okay, now what is gamma d? Gamma d is equal to dry unit weight. Gamma d is equal to dry unit weight. G is equal to specific gravity. G is equal to specific gravity. Omega is equal to water content and S is equal to degree of saturation. Degree of saturation. Relation between gamma d, G, omega and S. Relation between gamma d, g, omega and s. Gamma d is equal to g into gamma w divided by 1 plus e. This we know standard derivation. So we are finding here the relation between gamma d, g, omega and s. Gamma d is dry unit weight. G is specific gravity. Omega is water content and s is degree of saturation. So now here gamma d is equal to g into gamma w divided by 1 plus e. But from the first relation, if you remember, from the first relation, you can see that E is equal to omega g by S. E is equal to omega g by S. Omega g by S. Or gamma d is equal to g into gamma w divided by 1 plus omega g into S. Gamma d is equal to g into gamma w divided by 1 plus omega g into S. मतलब यहाँ E की जगह ये रखा. ये कहां से आया? ये आपका पहला डेरिवेशन, आपका फर्स्ट डेरिवेशन हम जो स्टार्ट करे थे. मैं कैसे हम थर्ड पीपीटी में स्टार्ट करें डेरिवेशंस. देखिए ये डेरिवेशन E इज इक्वल टू ओमेगा जी बाई एस. तो यहां पर मैं E की जगह ओमेगा जी बाई एस आई एम पुटिंग. और व्हेन दिस इज द फॉर्मूला, दिस मच इज सफिशिएंट. दिस रिलेशन इफ यू रिमेंबर इट्स ओके. ये कोई इतना स्टैंडर्ड डेरिवेशन नहीं है, क्योंकि आपको ये मालूम रहा तो E का फॉर्मूला रख दो अपने आप तो डेरिवेशन बन जा रहा. लेकिन इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं. लेकिन when it is saturated, when the soil is saturated, S is equal to 1. So S is equal to 1 रखने से ये फॉर्मूला बन जाता. This is somewhat important to be remembered. That is gamma D is equal to G gamma W divided by 1 plus omega saturated into G. Gamma D is equal to G into gamma W divided by 1 plus omega saturated into G. Got it? So this is the relation number 11. This is not that much difficult. Only thing is you have to remember this derivation. Gamma d is equal to g gamma w 1 plus e, और उसमें e का value first derivation रख दो, you will get it. You will get it. Okay. So now one more derivation is there, but at this point I think it is inappropriate, not that much important here. So I will go for this one afterwards. I will go for this one after few more classes, because you will find a little bit difficulty here. Not difficulty, in the next class I will take it. No, don't worry about it. Okay. So now once again I will remind the formulae, what the formulas we did and what are the derivations we did. All the derivations I will remind, all the definition I will remind you, so that if you are perfect in these things and if you solve the problems on this perfectly, no, so you are not going to face any problem in the future. You are not going to face any problem in the future. So now this is the formula. This is the formula. So now this is E and this is 1 plus E. This is this form figure we use when we are taking in terms of White's ratio. This we will use when we want in terms of porosity. तो इसमें total volume क्या हो जाता? 1 plus E हो जाता. 1 plus इसमें क्या हो जाता? 1 प्लस ई हो जाता. इसमें टोटल वॉल्यूम क्या हो जाता? 1 हो जाता. ये ऐसा क्यों होता? आप डेफिनेशन पोरोसिटी और वाइड्स रेशियो का डीप में जाओ, यू विल कम. सो हियर द वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉलिड्स इज 1, हियर इट इज 1 माइनस n, हियर वाइड्स इज n एंड हियर इट इज e. यहाँ पर वाइड्स में दोनों जगह e n ही है, लेकिन ये सॉलिड्स में 1 होता. ये क्यों होता? आप डेफिनेशन देखो, फिर मेरे साथ डिस्कस करो ये ऐसा क्यों होता. आप कभी ऑफलाइन क्लास स्टार्ट हो गए जब, आई विल डिस्कस इन डिटेल विथ यू, सो यू विल कम अक्रॉस दिस. सो दीज टू फिगर्स यू शुड हैव इन योर माइंड. ये अगर से आपके दिमाग में रहे तो ये आप डेरिवेशन कर सकते. These two figures you should know it perfectly. This is this figure we will express when it is in terms of White's ratio, and this figure we will I mean follow when it is in terms of what it is. N means porosity. Got it? So this is the clear. Next, all the definitions I will write. Important definition. What is water content? Water content is denoted by small w और ओमेगा. आपको w स्मॉल और बड़ा लिखने में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा तो इसको आप एक ऊपर राउंड कर दो. वैसे तो स्मॉल w है, लेकिन हम ओमेगा बनाएंगे उसको क्योंकि इजी होता. तो ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू वेट ऑफ वाटर बाय वेट ऑफ ड्राई सॉइल इनटू 100. दिस इज कॉल्ड वाटर कंटेंट और मॉइस्चर कंटेंट. Weight of water by weight of soil solids into 100. This is called water content or moisture content. Water content or moisture content. Next is bulk density. Bulk density is denoted by rho. Bulk density is given by mass by volume. Clear? It is given by the formula mass by volume. Dry density. Dry density is denoted by rho d. It is mass of dry soil by volume. Mass of dry soil by volume. Then saturated density. Same, mass of saturated soil by volume. Submerged density. Mass of submerged soil by volume. तो ये तो बहुत इजी है, लेकिन ये याद रखो आप, this is very 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 important. Submerged density rho dash is equal to submerged density rho dash is equal to rho saturated minus rho w. Rho saturated minus rho w. And remember, the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube or 1000 kg per meter cube. In terms of gram per centimeter cube, it is Rho W is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So now remember the formula. Submerged density is equal to saturated density minus density of water. Density of water. तो यहां तक क्लियर है अब आपको? रो डैश इज इक्वल टू रो सैचुरेटेड माइनस रो डब्ल्यू. रो सैचुरेटेड माइनस रो डब्ल्यू. आई होप ये सभी डेफिनेशन आपको क्लियर है. अब कुछ डाउट है तो पूछा अभी भी. जस्ट आई एम रिपीटिंग द थिंग्स. फिर पढ़ सकते हैं आप अब तक भी कोई क्लास नहीं करे तो भी आप कर सकते. अच्छा, अब डेंसिटी जैसा लिए थे हम, यूनिट वेट भी ले सकते. बल्क यूनिट वेट इज डिनोटेड बाय गामा. डेंसिटी को रो, यूनिट वेट को गामा. फर्क क्या है? वहां पर मास, यहां पर वेट. यहां पर वेट. बल्क यूनिट वेट इज इक्वल टू गामा इज इक्वल टू वेट बाय वॉल्यूम. दिस इज वेट बाय वॉल्यूम. ड्राई यूनिट वेट इज इक्वल टू गामा डी इज इक्वल टू वेट ऑफ ड्राई सॉइल बाय वॉल्यूम. वेट ऑफ ड्राई सॉइल बाय वॉल्यूम. Saturated unit weight gamma saturated is equal to saturated soil weight of saturated soil by value. Saturated soil by value. So submerged unit weight is equal to gamma dash is equal to submerged unit weight divided by value. Divided by value. Or gamma dash is equal to gamma saturated minus gamma W. Gamma saturated minus gamma W. Same उसमें जैसा है इसमें. But what is the value of gamma W here? So remember it is 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. It is in terms of SI unit. Gamma W is rho W is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Whereas gamma W is 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. याद रखो please. You should remember all these things. And whenever a rho is given in gram per centimeter cube, how to find gamma? You have to multiply it with 9.81 and whatever the answer you will get, it is kilonewton per meter cube in terms of gamma. Suppose मैं आपको बोला rho is equal to 4 gram per centimeter cube. What is its unit weight? तो आप क्या करो, 4 ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब को 9.81 से मल्टीप्लाई करो. Whatever the answer you will get, that is the gamma in terms of kilonewton per meter cube. Kilonewton per meter cube. 9.81 into rho करने से kilonewton per meter cube. Kilonewton per meter cube. यहां तक कुछ डाउट है तो प्लीज यू कैन आस्क. कुछ डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हैं आप. इतने फॉर्मूले में बेसिक से, स्टार्टिंग से. यस, कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो. लास्ट का और एक बार सर. ओके, प्रेम पाटिल लास्ट वन मींस व्हिच वन बेटा? ये कन्वर्शन. तो यही ना, दिस वन प्रेम. सो कन्वर्शन क्या है? आपको डेंसिटी बोल तो क्या है? डेंसिटी मींस मास बाय वैल्यू. डेंसिटी मींस मास बाय वैल्यू. यूनिट वेट बोल तो वेट बाय वैल्यू. अगर से आपको डेंसिटी मिला किसी सॉइल का, लेकिन आपको उसका यूनिट वेट चाहिए, तो क्या करना चाहिए? तो डेंसिटी अगर से ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब में है, उसको 9.81 से मल्टीप्लाई करो तो आपको यूनिट वेट आता, आपको यूनिट वेट आता। सपोज करो किसी डेंसिटी का सॉइल 2 है, 2 ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब, तो अगर से उस सॉइल का यूनिट वेट चाहिए आपको, तो यू मल्टीप्लाई दैट वन विथ 2, 2 into 9.81 करो, 19.6 something, so that is going 19.62, that is going to be the unit weight of soil, that is going to be unit weight of soil. I think these things are very much clear you know. टू फेज सिस्टम में इन टर्म्स ऑफ वाइड्स रेशियो कैसा, पोरोसिटी कैसा, वाटर कंटेंट का डेफिनेशन क्या है, बल्क डेंसिटी का क्या है, ड्राई डेंसिटी का क्या है, सैचुरेटेड डेंसिटी का क्या है, सबमर्ज्ड डेंसिटी का क्या है, उसके बाद सेम थिंग आई डिफाइंड फॉर unit weight also, same thing I defined for unit weight also. Clear the things? Okay, so next I will go for definition of specific gravity. Next thing I will go for definition of specific gravity. So what is the definition of specific gravity? Specific gravity is equal to, as I told you, weight of, yes, weight of what? Specific gravity is equal to weight of solid to the weight of water of equal value, of equal value. When values are equal, so that also can be written as G is equal to gamma S by gamma W. That is unit weight of solids to the unit weight of water, or also can be written as gamma S is equal to G into gamma W. So this is very, very, very important, used in the many derivation. So specific gravity का definition gamma S by gamma W, or weight of solid to the weight of water of equal value. From this we can write gamma S is equal to G into gamma W. Gamma S is equal to G into gamma W. This is the general definition of specific gravity. If you want apparent or mass density specific gravity, it is Gm is equal to gamma divided by gamma W. Here everything is concerned. Here only solid part is concerned, voids are neglected, waters are neglected, but here everything is considered here. So true specific gravity or apparent mass specific gravity Gm is equal to gamma by gamma W. How to find specific gravity and in length, in detail about the specific gravity, I will teach you when I take this experiment. When you do the experiment in lab. When you do this experiment in a lab. Clear the things now, please. If you have any doubts, you can ask. If you have any doubts, you can ask. So specific gravity G is equal to gamma S by gamma W, or gamma S is equal to G into gamma W. Okay, this is the definition of specific gravity. Shall I move for next definition? Okay. Now next I defined voids ratio. ये तो बहुत important है. Voids ratio is equal to volume of voids to the total volume of solids. Total volume of solids. Voids by solids जो करते हैं, it is called voids ratio. It is called voids ratio. Whereas porosity is equal to N is equal to VV by V. N is equal to VV by V. This is VV by Vs, VV by V. Voids by solids is voids ratio. Volume of voids by total volume is porosity. So N is equal to E upon 1 plus E, E is equal to N upon 1 plus M. From 2, we can write N is equal to E into 1 minus 1. Substitute the value of E here. Snell Patil is asking, sir, specific gravity क्या है और total specific ट्रू स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी क्या है? देखिए बेटा, सिर्फ स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी बोले तो हम क्या करते हैं यहाँ पर, वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉइड्स एग्जाम मध्ये कोणता फॉर्म्युला यूज करायचा, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द फॉर्म्युला. जनरली वी टेक G ओनली. वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू टेक दिस वन. इन सॉइल we take G only. G is equal to gamma S by gamma W until and unless he mentions it. First thing, या आप G's लेना है. इसमें और इसमें फर्क क्या है? देखिए, ये वेट ऑफ सॉलिड्स है, ये टोटल वेट ले रहे हैं हम. तो टोटल वेट मतलब यहाँ पर वाइड्स वाटर सब मिला के ले रहे, तो यहाँ एक्सक्लूसिवली सिर्फ सॉलिड्स ले रहे. तो एक्सक्लूसिवली सिर्फ सॉलिड्स बाय वाटर, is called specific gravity. But if you take whole soil, weight of whole soil into consideration, it is called true specific gravity or apparent mass specific gravity. So ये है डिफरेंस. इसके बारे में मैं और आपको डिटेल में जब मैं आपको लैब लूंगा और एक्सप्लेन करूंगा इसका एप्लीकेशन क्या है. क्या है. ओके, सो G is equal to gamma S by gamma W. Gamma S is equal to G into gamma W. So gamma M is equal to gamma by gamma W. So this is the thing. This is the thing. Oh, apparent means that only I am telling you. Apparent means everything is considering here. Means whole value, whole weight we are considering. Here only weight of solid we are considering. Regarding this, I will tell more. Don't worry. So now coming to the definition of White's ratio is over, porosity is over. So you were asking how it comes. 1 minus n is equal to 1 upon 1 plus c. Actually, I did it here. मैं आपको नहीं बता, यहाँ पर है मेरे पास. देखो, n is equal to e upon 1 plus c. Clear? This is equation 1. कोई डाउट नहीं है ना किसी को? n is equal to e upon 1 plus e. This is equation 1. Second, E is equal to n upon 1 minus m. This is equation 2. This is equation 2. N is equal to E upon 1 plus E is equation 1. E is equal to n upon 1 minus n is equation 2. From 2, what we get? N is equal to E into 1 minus n. N is equal to E into 1 minus n. So now, n का वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करो कितना है? E upon 1 plus E. तो n की जगह e upon 1 plus c रखो. E get cancels. So 1 minus n is equal to 1 upon 1 plus c. Snail, this is not the standard formula, but you can make it a standard formula. But please remember this one. We are used in the derivation. If you have any doubts, you can ask here now. Take your time and ask. ये करते रहो, प्रैक्टिस आपको करे तो ही आपको समझ में आता. और साइमल्टेनियसली गेट के क्वेश्चंस पे निकाल के देखो. मैं भी करने वाला हूं आपको. मैं ढूंढ के कराऊंगा. चैप्टर होने दो, लेकिन आप खुद भी कर सकते हैं अपनी तरफ से. मैं आपको फिर बोल रहा हूं, एज फॉर एज दिस गेट इज कंसर्न्ड, स्टिल यू आर इन थर्ड ईयर. सो आप मैथ्स अब तक परफेक्ट करे होंगे, उम्मीद कर रहा हूं. करो, नहीं करे तो एप्टीट्यूड कर लो, इंग्लिश कर लो, मैकेनिक्स कर लो, ये सब तो करे सोचे. उसके बाद साइमल्टेनियसली यू प्रिपेयर फॉर जीटी. जीटी का वेटेज बहुत है, आप आराम से क्वालिफाई हो सकते. बाकी के सब थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़े तो ये परफेक्ट कर लो. So if you have any doubts, you can ask, please. Here I have written, there it is. Take your time, नोटबुक ले लो, ये देख के लिखो मैं जैसा लिखा. फिर कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो. Shall I move further? देखो एक बार और. उदय, 1 minus n is equal to 1 upon 1 plus e. कैसा आया? Yes, shall I move further? Okay. So now this is over. Then I define degree of saturation. What is a degree of saturation? Degree of saturation is equal to volume of water by volume of whites. वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाइड्स में वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर कितना आता है, वो डिग्री ऑफ सैचुरेशन है, और वॉल्यूम ऑफ एयर बाय वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाइड जो आता वो है आपका एयर कंटेंट. और याद रखो एयर कंटेंट इज इक्वल टू 1 माइनस यस. मतलब आप एयर कंटेंट को और डिग्री ऑफ सैचुरेशन को ऐड करेंगे तो यू आर गोइंग टू गेट इट एज 1. You are going to get AC plus S is equal to 1 or AC is equal to 1 minus S. AC is equal to 1 minus N. So this is the definition of degree of saturation. S is equal to VW by VV. VW by VV. So now S is equal to 0 for dry sample. Dry sample रहा तो पानी रहता ही नहीं. जब पानी नहीं है तो उसका वैल्यूम कहां से रहेगा, तो वैल्यूम 0 बनेगा. 0 by VV is 0. अगर से फुल्ली सैचुरेटेड है तो जितना वाइड से पूरा पानी से भरा हुआ रहेगा तो VW becomes VV. VV get cancelled, it becomes 1. So remember degree of saturation S is equal to 0 for dry sample. For dry sample degree of saturation is 0 and it is 1 for fully saturated soil. It is 1 for fully saturated soil. Let's read out. The value of porosity and whites ratio may be, yes, maybe what? See, the value of whites ratio can be more than 1. This I already told you. The value of whites ratio is can be more than 1. But the value of porosity cannot be more than 1. More than 1. Generally, porosity 0.4, 0.2, 0.6 like it is, but it cannot be more than 1. But whites ratio can be more than 1, but it is also rare case. Okay, so degree of saturation S is equal to VW by VV and S is equal to 0 for dry sample and S is equal to 1 for fully saturated soil. Then I defined percentage air whites. Percentage air whites N is equal to VA by V into 100 and air content is equal to AC is equal to VA by VV. VA by VV. This is equal to VA by VV and AC can be written as 1 minus S also. AC can be written as 1 minus N also. AC can be written as 1 minus S also. Is it clear? Shall I move further for the next formula? ये सब फॉर्मूला मैं आपको रेडीमेड बना के लिख के रखा हूं. आप if you work little bit also then it is very easier for you. No hard work is also needed. Everything I made it here. So next I define density index and relative compaction. Density index and relative compaction. And density index ID is equal to E maximum minus E divided by E maximum minus E minimum. E maximum minus E divided by E maximum minus E minimum. E minimum. E maximum minus E divided by E maximum minus E minimum. So this is used for cohesionless soil only. This is used for cohesionless soil only. Remember, this is defined as for cohesionless soil only. What is E maximum? What is E? E is natural whites ratio. So E maximum is it is the whites ratio when it is in loosest state, and E minimum is the whites ratio when it is in the condensed state. So this ratio, that is E maximum by E or divided by E maximum minus E minimum, is called density index. Is called density index or relative compaction. Relative compaction. Remember, this is used for only cohesionless soil. अब अभी आपको क्लियर नहीं है व्हाट इज कोहेजनलेस, व्हाट इज कोहेसिव. सैंड को हम कोहेजनलेस बोलते हैं जिसमें कोहेजन जीरो रहता. क्ले इज कॉल्ड कोहेसिव सॉइल. हाँ, तो ये सी क्या है, फाई क्या है, आगे आगे आपको मालूम रहता. For the time being, just to remember, cohesionless soil means sand. Cohesionless soil means sand, whereas clay is cohesive soil. So ID is equal to E maximum minus E divided by E maximum minus E minimum, and this is used for cohesionless soil. And the value of ID varies from 0 to 1. So it can be 0 or maximum it can be 1. It cannot cross 1. It cannot cross 1. So this is all about density index or relative uh, compaction, relative compaction. I hope all these formulae and definition are very much clear to you now. So today I will share the third and fourth PPTs, so it will be easier for you. Got it? Okay, now you may have a break of 2 minutes again, and afterwards I will tell you about the derivations. Okay, have a break of 2 minutes, then we will move forward.